Hello everyone and welcome to GIR Golf. I am Jim and welcome to today's golf rules tip, a flooded bunker. Now this happens on the golf course sometimes because golf, especially tournament golf, we play golf in the rain and in the elements a lot of times, and every now and then you'll be on the golf course and you'll see a puddle in the bunker, or even the bunker may be completely flooded. In this video we're going to talk about what your options are and how to go about if your ball ends up in the bunker. So I'm looking forward to this. I've been waiting a long time for the conditions to be just right and where I'm home to where I've got a little bit of water in the bunker, which I do here today. If you can't hear on the audio, it is raining. That's why I'm starting out the intro here where I'm underneath my eave in the garage to stay dry. I'm going to get out in the elements, put a ball down in some water on the bunker. We'll go over our options. But before I do that, I want to take this time to show everybody this amazing product called the Divot Feedback Template Model A. This is an original product that we have designed here at GIR Golf, and it is a great tool to improve your ball striking. Additionally, it sets you up to make proper linear divot rows on the driving range. This is, again, an original product that we've come up with, and it's an exciting product. We see a lot of people use these, and they get a lot of instant results on their ball striking. We have videos on this channel that show you how to use it. You can of course go to Amazon.com, look up Divot Feedback Template Model A, search GIR Golf LLC as well, and the product will show up. Be sure to check it out. It's worth your time. With that being said, let's get right to the video. Let's have some fun. Now you can see here on the video that my ball has come to rest inside a water puddle inside a bunker. And this is happens to be a greenside bunker here at my house short game area. But if this is a fairway bunker, the rules of golf will apply the same. You can actually take free relief as long as you stay inside the bunker in this situation. There's no penalty for that. What we got to do is treat this like a cart path. For those of you that don't know, on our channel we have a video that shows you how to take cart path relief. Be sure to check that out. It's a great video. But what we got to do is, first of all, take the club that we intend to use, and that's what we're going to use to find our nearest point of relief. So I'm right-handed, so I got to find, what we mean by the nearest point of relief is I got to find the closest point, not any closer to the hole from where my ball is, that the balls lie, my stance, and my swing are not affected by any of this water here in this situation. So I'm going to go here. As you can see, obviously the golf ball is in the water. That's why we're doing this. Right now, even my stance is in the water puddle. So I'm going to back up here a little bit. Make sure I'm not going to get any closer to the hole. Back up here a little bit. And I feel like right there is a point. I'm going to show you something here. This is a point. Okay? In this situation, the water puddle stops right there. So I'm going to check another spot to see if this truly is my nearest point of relief. I'm going to go straight back because I know that's not going to be near the hole. So if I go straight back here, that point right there is a point as well. Okay? Now just for this video's sake and talking about the nearest point of relief, let's go to the other side of the puddle and put a tee down. Let's say I get over here. I've got to get my stance, the balls lie, and my swing out of there. In order to get my stance, because I'm right-handed, I got to get way over here. Make sure I'm not any closer to the hole. This point is way over here. Okay, so we have to find our nearest point of relief. Okay, right away, you all can see on the camera, because I'm right-handed, that side is definitely the farthest. So this one, we're going to remove. It's not my nearest point of relief. Now here in this situation, I've got from coming over here sideways, I've got about that much of the club, okay, as far as length. But when I went straight back in this situation, I've only got this much. So actually in this situation, my nearest point of complete relief is actually straight back. So it's always important to find your nearest point of relief. So now that I've found that, I'm going to mark out here an area put a dropping area to take a free drop here. This is not a penalty. I can drop inside this bunker without a penalty. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm going to put some tees down, mark it out, and we'll take our drop. So now I went to my bag and I got my driver, because we must use the longest club in our bag except for our putter when we mark out our dropping and relief areas. So I've got my driver here, and now we cannot drop any closer to the hole from this point that we've established. So I'm going to put some tees down, and then we'll mark it out and take our drop. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down and kind of eye where my flag is, make sure I put these tees down not any closer to the hole. So you can see in the video with the outline of these tees what my options are for a no penalty drop, free relief here. So now I've got my towel here. I'll pick my ball up, inspect it, wipe it off. Ball looks good, there's no cuts or scratches on there, so I'm going to go ahead and use this ball. And like I tell everybody on this channel, survey where you want to hit this shot. So I'm going to step back a little bit and think about it. Over in this area, the bunker really goes down kind of away from me. Over here, it's a little flatter, so I'm going to drop over here on the right side in this situation. Take the ball, drop it at knee height. Ball landed in the relief area, stayed in there. Now I'm free to pick my tees up. And get in my practice routine and get up here and hit the shot. Now, option number 2 is to take a drop on the backward extension between where your golf ball is located and the golf hole that you're playing, and you can take a drop back in the general area back as far as you would like. Again, this is a one-stroke penalty, unlike our free relief no-stroke penalty that we did inside the bunker a minute ago. But because you're dropping outside of the bunker, the rules of golf say it's a one-stroke penalty. So keep that in mind whenever you make your decisions on whether to drop in the bunker or out. Sometimes there's so much water in there that this is your only option. Okay, so because your nearest point of relief is still in the water. If you got to drop anywhere outside of the bunker, it's a one-stroke penalty. Now I like to use my club just like you saw me do. Use your club or your hand, you know, as a guide to see that point. And again, survey. You can go back as far as you would like. So I feel like this here's a little better grass, especially as rainy as it is out here today. There's a little bit of standing water there. I don't want to drop there. So I'm going to come back here. I put a tee down here. I'll mark out a 1 club length dropping area and take our drop. So like I like to do on this channel, I put some lines here on the ground for the benefit of you viewers to kind of illustrate the size of the dropping area. Again, this is a 1 club length dropping area just like we did inside the bunker. So I simply laid the driver down, put a tee down there, put one down there, there, and there, making sure I'm not any closer to the hole, and then I just sprayed some lines on there just roughly so you can see the size of the dropping area. You got a pretty good dropping area in this situation, about a half a piece of pizza or pie, as we like to say. So I'm going to go up, retrieve my ball, of course clean it, substitute it if I need to, take a drop, and again this will be a 1-stroke penalty. So I went, I got my golf ball, I've got it cleaned up, and now I'm ready to drop. One thing here today that we've got, now that we're starting to get later in the year, we're starting to see a few leaves fall. And leaves in the rules of golf are loose impediments. And keep in mind that you're allowed to remove any loose sticks or leaves or any type of naturally occurring loose impediment before you drop. So I'm going to survey the area where I want to drop. Okay. And in this case, I really like to drop over here. Okay. But before I drop, I notice there's some leaves in here or loose impediments, so I'm allowed to remove them before I drop. Simply throw them out of the way, drop it at knee height, and in this case, I'm actually going to take a stance outside of the relief area and drop it in just for the benefit of you viewers to show you that what matters is this ball lands in this area and stays in there, but I could stand outside it. So I'm going to kind of go off to the side right here, I'm going to stand here outside it, and I want to drop right there. Knee height, drop, ball landed in the relief area, stayed in there, and I'm good to go. It doesn't matter where I stand, it's all about where that ball, the ball must touch inside the relief area and stay in there. Of course, if it rolled out, we'd have to re-drop. Watch the cart path relief video, and it shows you what happens if you need to re-drop if it rolls out. So now I've got my ball here, it's in play. However, it's a one-stroke penalty. So let's do a hypothetical situation here. Let's say this was a par 3 I was playing, and my tee shot landed in this greenside bunker, shot number 1. In our first example, I would be hitting shot number 2 in the bunker because I stayed in the bunker and there's no penalty for that. But because I chose to drop outside of the bunker on the backward extension, I just dropped shot 2 and I'm hitting shot 3 because it is a one-stroke penalty. So now let's talk about a situation that happens occasionally. Let's say this bunker doesn't have a puddle, it is completely flooded. Okay, that happens. And if the bunker is completely flooded, unfortunately, the rules of golf say your only option is to come on the backward extension, back as far as you would like, drop outside of the bunker, and receive a 1 penalty stroke. So remember that. The bunker's completely flooded, your ball is in there, find where it's located, make a line on the backward extension, drop back as far as you like, but again, that would be a 1-stroke penalty, unlike dropping in the bunker. Unless you're playing a golf tournament and the rules committee tells you otherwise, unfortunately, if the bunker's completely flooded, you know, you got to take a 1-stroke penalty. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. We appreciate all of you for taking your time. Hopefully this video has helped you understand what to do when you see a puddle in the bunker. And I just want to encourage everyone out there to keep having fun, enjoy life. Remember to smile often, have fun. God loves you. We'll see you next time.